Hi everybody. What we've done for our collaboration is take two poems that we had already written and splice them to see what happens. This is really a triangular kind of collaboration because Dawn's poem, which is called Declaration, is in its own right a meditation on the 19th Psalm, famous Psalm 19, the heavens are declaring the glory of God. Familiar psalm. My own poem has nothing to do with the psalm, but it does use clusters of images which are in the psalm and which appear in Dawn's poem. So what we've done as an experiment is splice them. Both poems have got 6 parts, so we're going to read them in alternation.
I miss the symmetry, the call, response implied in day to day and night to night. I miss that the days gleam, gossipy with news, that their gushing is also the springing of light, the gloss of the blossom that drips into honey.
Against the attacks of cold or heat, there are no sure spells, but the thrumming grubs in their dreams love this muggy thraldom, where, churned and mothered in their wax curves, they curl and fatten, unfold, then break the seals of their stills with first impressions.
I wish our word for gleam was also close to tithe and to be hollow. I love the joke that merges it with bark as would a prophet, whilst I'm a servant, a lowly bee, who works to fashion nectar for those little cleaned out cups.
They'll trip it among the further blooms if the sun's humdrum curve is rejigged in the steps of their Cayley's measures as trigonometry. Hungry for the unlearned moves, they'll summon the star's angle and by its numbers figure how close they've come to stripping the willow herb.
I miss that the nights lie low and whisper. Splendor is not a word they'd use. Why mention stars when the knowledge night already has enjoys them? I miss the lullaby of Layla speaking to the lip of heart.
Flicks of their mother's tongues slurp and mix the nectar with the spit in their guts' cul-de-sacs. And to get it, they've drugged with her pheromone, the beds of flowers for licks of that bliss disgorged in tubs. Her sweet talks pledged a loving cup from the comb, once her hungers relax.
In the original, just beneath the script, isn't the great abundance scooped from emptiness at the heel of the hunt, after wastelands patrolled by behemoth, the turn, compensation seeded in the consonants of paying heed?
Among the hexagon stacks, each side one of a further 6, where the burden of space is felt and a surplus packed in store, the destined brood that curdles in great pods dreams of being stung as a young queen grudges the means and ends not in her keep.
Have we lost the line of the days and nights that extends to the very ends of the earth, and the thought that it is composed of the words that make the sun spring from his bridal tent? What made me think the sun was a racehorse?
What must she be for whom pollen mulch and the spat nectar of a dozen honey drums are not enough, for whom the flux of glands must ooze elixirs so that within 6 days her prospect burgeons from weeks to years, the urgent flesh itself times 1300. What is she to terminate the cells and forestall population, she who'll castrate the judged sex of a big bald drone for his milk?
Didn't we start? The heavens are recounting, and the firmament is weighing out the glory. I'd like to dedicate my meditation to the chief musician. Who'd miss that instead of adding, should he be listening, I'd declare my rock and my redeemer.
A dance is the rumour of farewell. The old comer's shrieks hurry her hundreds of daughters and drones as the warm wax threatens to melt. The cleft or tree that's home is well known when it's found. Her bag of bees veers here and there and bristles in bush, gathers and seethes, adoring its source. Her delirious, honey-dosed bundle of joy, her drudges of the combs. Thank you.